Hello guys, in this video I will try just to explain something very important to most of you guys. Okay, either you are beginner, you are intermediate, or you are advanced trader. Okay, especially those who are doing like me swing trading. I will try to explain two things that are very important to know before you buy any stock. Okay, now the first thing is earnings date. Okay, in each quarter the company announces that it will have a day where it announces the earnings. It means the company makes money, right? And they divide this money by the common shares that we have for this stock, and then we get a number. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say Facebook, the earnings per share is $1. It means all the money that Facebook has earned in that quarter, they divided it by the number of shares, and it is $1. Now, what will happen? Why the stock goes sometimes a gap up with good news, sometimes it goes down, which is a gap down, and people lose a lot of money because of that earning date. Now, how it works? Analysts, you know, they say, for example, Facebook, this quarter, this earning, we think that the earnings per share will be $1. Just an example, okay? You find this information in all major websites, okay, about the estimate of this analysis. Okay, they put an estimate. You find it in Yahoo Finance, you will find it in earning dates, you will find the estimate. How much the analysts say that this quarter will be. Now, how do they know? It means just they see in the past and they just get a price. Okay? Now, as I told you, they say $1. The company, when it wants to announce this earning price or this earning per share, it will fix a day. It says, for example, let's say it says 30th of June. Before the market opens, or during the day, or after the market closes. Okay, three things. So, when the day comes, let's say they begin to speak about the earnings, and they say that the earnings for this quarter is $1.10. Okay, it's better than what the analysts have said. What will happen? Some people, big guys, they just come and they begin to buy. Okay? In the morning, the next morning, you will see a gap up. You will see the stock was 100, it goes to 115, it goes to 120. So it's a big money for those who bought. Now, it could be the opposite. It could be that the analysts say $1, but the announcement, it says 95 cents only. Because this is a matter of calculation, okay? Everything is calculation. What will happen? a lot of big guys, they short the stock. I'm not selling for people who sell their shares. No, these are people who are hedge funds, who are people who have big money. And people, after the market closed, they see that the stock is going down. So what they do, they short the stock. Next morning, you will see a gap down. Let me drink some coffee. Okay, so the stock was $100, and then next morning it will be $85 or $90. It depends. Okay? Now, for you, what's the thing for you? If you want to trade this kind of crazy times, you should have a big heart. Okay? What does it mean, a big heart? It means you buy and you risk too much money. You can risk 10%, you can risk 15% of your money. Okay? So this game is big. And I have showed you many times with Facebook, with Twitter, many times with other stocks, how I get this stocks gap ups. But it's a risky trade. If you are scared, you have a weak heart, you don't have that much money, you don't like risk, this is not for you. So stay with some stocks that they go 2 cents or 3 cents a day. Okay, don't worry about this earning thing. Another thing, not all the stocks, they have gap ups, gap downs. Understand that. So what you should do, if you want to buy a stock, go and see the earning dates. For example, you see if there is in the stock gap ups or gap downs. Okay? Now, if there are gap ups and gap downs, it means that this stock is or has a lot of people who are waiting for this stuff, for this news. So they are very concentrated and focused on this stock. When the earnings come, either they buy long or they short the stock. This is just a risky thing, but you know, people do. Okay? Now, if you buy a stock and for a long term, like for many years or 10 years, 20 years, you are investing, you don't worry a lot about this. It has gap up, gap down, you are waiting, so you don't worry a lot. But for people who do day trading, for people who do like swing trading like me, it's very, very important. Okay? Now, from now on, before you buy a stock, you can check if this stock has gap ups and gap downs, and you see when is the earning date. If you go to Yahoo Finance and you put earning dates, it will give you a table, and it give you, and you put the symbol of the symbol of this company, and it will give you when, the time, and the analyst price that they give for this earning per share, and they give you the time when they announce, the company announced. All this information, you find it in Yahoo Finance. I will give a link here just to help you guys. I will give you a link here under my email, under my title email, in the description on the top. I will give you a link showing for example the earning dates. Okay, now this is the first thing you should be aware of. Okay, let's drink some coffee. Okay, now what is the second thing that you should be concerned with What's the thing that you should be concerned with? The second thing, very important thing, is what we call the X date. Now, I know a lot of you guys know about what is X date. If you don't know, I will explain. The X date is the day, if you buy, they will not give you dividend from the company stock. I explain. When you go, there are two kinds of stocks. There are some stocks that they give dividend. It means they give you some money from the price of the stock and they cut it and they give it to you, and you will find it in your broker. Okay, this is what we call dividend investing. Okay, now there are some stocks that they don't give dividend. I will give you examples. Apple gives dividend. Facebook doesn't give dividend. Now you ask yourself, why some companies give dividend, others they don't? It's a matter of choice, because those who give dividend, because they are most of the time established companies for a long time ago. Okay? Some companies that are new, they prefer not to give dividend and to keep all the money into growth. Okay, growth of the company. It means they use every penny in order to make the company become bigger and bigger and bigger, like Facebook. Facebook doesn't give a dividend from the stock, so the stock doesn't go down because of dividend. Okay, now you can go to any website that can give you the X date. Okay, the X date, it means that day the stock will go down. It's for sure. Now, oh, you told me, oh, here is a good thing. In the morning, when the stock will be going down, I will short the stock. No, don't do that. Because if you short the stock, okay, if you get a dividend, you will take it for the other guy who owns the stock, not for you. So don't short the stock, because if you buy it before, like 1 day or two before the X date, if you own it, okay, if you short the stock, it doesn't work like this, because the dividend which is taken is given to the owner, and since you are the owner, you get nothing. Okay, it means, I will explain. Let's say you become clever and you say to me, oh, since the X date the price will go down for sure, what should I do? I buy it before, and then the next day I get the dividend. Okay, so what is the new thing that you have done? You bought it at $15. Tomorrow, let's say it is just $14. Let's say the stock gives 10%. Not 10%. I just give you an example in order to make sure that you understand. Let's say the stock is $10 and they give 10% as dividend, because there are some stock that they give more. Let's say this is 10%. Tomorrow, the stock will be $9. And yesterday, it was what? 10. So, they cut $1 from the price of this stock and give it to you. Now what's the thing that you gain? You gain nothing. It's only your price, your money. And you are obliged to pay tax for this dividend, even though you don't want to sell your stock. But that money that you get, you pay tax on it. It's just a game. And this thing about dividend, about tax, about stocks that are taxed a lot or not, I deal extensively and with too much detail in my training number 16, which is how to invest using dividend investing. Okay, this is something you can look at it and you can order it, and you get information. If you want to understand this dividend investing, you want to understand this thing that all people they talk, but there are a lot of misconceptions. Now, you, for example, here is the thing: you are a swing trader like me, so be careful. If you buy a day or 2 or 3 before the X date, understand that the stock will go down. It will go down the amount of the dividend it is cut. If it is $10 yesterday, today is the X date. What will happen? They cut $1 from yesterday. Today it opens at 9. Either 9 it goes to 9.50 or it goes down. We are not speaking about that. We are speaking only about what will happen when in the morning, the beginning of the morning, when the thing is cut. Usually the dividend is cut after the close of yesterday, and in the morning you find that the stock go down. Some people, they don't understand why the stock go down. Okay, it's just because it's the X date. If you don't know, now you know. If you buy a stock today at $100, tomorrow it goes to 95, and you have no clue what's going on, try to check. Maybe it's the X date. So from now on, if you are buying a stock, try to see where the X date. I think there is a website called dividend.com. I think it gives you X dates for all the companies. So check it, or check Yahoo Finance. I will give you a link here. So now we have 2 links. One link for Yahoo Finance for earnings date, and another link for dividend.com. Or you can choose any other website. Okay? So hope this lesson clarifies a lot of information in your head when you are doing swing trading. Swing trading is a good way of doing business, of trading, but there are something that you should understand before you buy a stock. And these two that I explain right now, the earnings date and the X date for dividend, is very important thing to know. Thank you very much and have a nice day.